Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the last game of the evening. Rouge eSports, Turnip eSports tied up 1-1. Turnip eSports on the blue team this time, Rouge on the red team. Turnip eSports, we said in the picks and bans, we said that they had the better team comp. And I think they have the better team comp because of Medusa, because she can just dish out so much damage in the dual lane and basically nullify the enemy AD carry. But the thing is, Rouge eSports, I want to say, has a better late game because not only do they have Loki, they have two AD carries. They have a Chronos and they have a Shivalake, so that's a lot of not only objective damage, but also damage to gods. And a lot of damage, sustained damage to gods, which is really important. And they can also burst in the case of Loki. So their team fight department's not necessarily lacking, but I mean obviously it's not lacking because they have a Humbats, but it's just I think this team fight is really going to depend on if Evo is wasted or not.
Sure. Yeah. God, it's gonna be it's gonna be pretty back and forth. I think if they can survive K-Stab's initial ult, I think it's going to be really easy pickings for him to pick off. K-Stab and Hazard Ice and Ymirza, they're all pretty... Rouge is pretty squishy. I mean, their whole team is pretty easily exploded. And if you get Puckham and Drew in there, if they're farmed at all, can dumpster those guys. And we're going to see... That's not even including Ruby and Keeper into those fights. I think that they're going to be able to burn them pretty well. People underestimate Scylla a little too much sometimes, and I think that Scylla's going to be able to hurt pretty bad. It's going to be a little bit of even lane, though, in the beginning, because the Chronos takes a little bit to come online for his lane clear, but so does Scylla as well.
Well, I think Chronos is going to have the advantage because not only can he heal, but also he can just kill a wave and then go to town to Puckham. Because Puckham's going to have to use the Crush on the wave, which means he's not using the Crush onto Chronos. Which means that Chronos is just going to be auto-attacking Puckham. You can't really outrun a Chronos because his Accelerate, his second ability, just gives him basically a free Fatalis and also a ton of damage. So, I honestly think Chronos is going to have the advantage in this lane, and Scylla is going to be really abusable by this Humbats. And speaking of Humbats, K-Stab looks like he's going to make an early rotation into Ruby's left jungle, but look at this. Turnip knows this is happening. Rouge might actually be in some trouble here because Ruby can do so much damage that
so can Chronos.
Get dumped. Oh, this is going to be huge. Ruby is going to get exploded potentially, but no, he's not going to get exploded. He's just going to back off.
Ruby had like 80 health left, so that was pretty close.
Well, Ruby's gonna get it all back here because Bomba's mask and also eat Mini. If he doesn't die, he needs to not tire these Harpies, but that's fine because he's not dead. But well, early exchanges like that, I'm not too sure who that favors. I don't think it favors anybody because
no one got the kill, and it favored Turnip because they didn't die and they got their own back camps.
Why can't we say it favors though?
Well, they didn't get their camp stolen, and they didn't because I don't think they would have been able to go up and get Rouge's camp, their back camp.
True.
Because they were so far down. So it only favored them because they didn't lose something. You know what I mean? It didn't get them ahead. They just didn't fall behind. Which in turn, actually, Rouge maybe came behind a little bit just because they wasted a lot of time and and abilities on something they didn't get.
Right.
So, but it's such a minor win that it's not really going to matter that much unless abused a little more.
Yeah, and well, we're not going to see too much abuse because both these teams just want level 5. I mean, this is what happens when you pick a Humbats or any other ultimate-dependent jungler, and really just any ultimate-dependent character in general. But look at this, K-Stab is going to make a play on the right Harpies, whereas everybody in the left lane is rotating, even Medusa, even Trueblade. The thing is, if Medusa makes her way over there, then she can really just output so much pressure onto these Harpies and win turn of a fight, but that's not going to happen, it looks like, because Rouge doesn't want to contest, or didn't contest the left Harpies. And this mid lane is going to be stalemate for now.
Yeah, right now, I mean, let's take a look at the charts real quick. Pretty much even. Literally, only three, a little bit of gold in favor of Turnip, but really not much. That can go away pretty fast, as we'll see when the waves come along. So this is definitely anyone's game, but we're still only 3.5 minutes in. I'd like to see a little more aggression coming out from both these teams, especially K-Stav. K-Stav's been level 6 and hasn't popped his ult yet. Maybe needs to find an opportunity to throw that ult down. Throwing that ult down early in this game is really important for him, because if he can get a kill, especially with those passive crits off of his of his abilities, he's going to be able to get ahead of Ruby, and Ruby's going to have a little trouble doing too much damage early on. Bakasura can do quite a bit, but he can easily be peeled. I just feel like he's pretty squishy, and he works really good in lane, but in the jungle we don't see him a lot because he doesn't have any hard CC.
Oh, Keeper of the Rice might be in some trouble here. Keeper of the Rice is going to get a K-Stab rotating onto him, but Keeper of the Rice uses the ultimate without hesitation. Double ult going to come out, and this Keeper, this Bologna is probably dead to the rest, but Ruby's going to come in with the Bakasura regurgitate. Those minions are doing a lot of damage to K-Stab. K-Stab is going to get taken down. First blood going the way of Ruby. And this, while that escalated quickly, you don't want to gank a Bologna at this point in time, especially when your Loki isn't farmed at all. But look at this, Loki might actually dive. Kroos is gonna make this dive. Keeper of the Rice is gonna juke, and Ymirza's in some trouble. Ymirza's not gonna die, but 5 feet Pigs is gonna get chased down by this monster. And ooh,
I wish we would have seen Ruby go after Ymirza. Ymirza was free game.
Pigs is in a lot of trouble. Look at I Feed Pigs. How is he gonna live from this? If he kills this Bologna, that's gonna be great, but he's gonna get to take that tower hit, and that is going to be it. Turnip was taking an early advantage.
Oh my goodness. 2 for none right there. Now that golden XP difference matters. 1,500 or 2K XP up at 5 minutes in is something to be alerted of. And we're actually seeing Turnip take the attack speed buff on Rogue Esports side as well. Baka's looking to maybe pick it up. We're going to see Old Main maybe looking to grab that just for funsies. And he does. Hey, hitting the candy cane even faster is good. I love what we're seeing Trueblade do right here. He's freezing the wave when he is able to. Negating anything from Hazard Ice is going to be a big thing right now. Hazard Ice just slowing down when Hazard Ice is going to come online and really start to do the damage is very, very needed. Ooh, Scylla ultimate.
Monster's gonna come out. Here's us half health right now. In the left jungle, they're getting collapsed on is Turnip eSports 2 versus 3. Old Main might be in some trouble. Shiplocker ultimate gonna come out. Puckham is gonna get a crest onto by X-Valk and X-Valk, and they're gonna get double kill for Rogue Esports. So Ruby's gonna come in. Can Ruby make something happen? Ymirza's gonna die here. Ymirza's gonna get regurgitated on, but those aren't the only 2 minions. X-Valk's gonna get initiated on as well, and Bologna's looks like she wants to rotate in and keep the Rice. Perhaps just a bit too slow on that one. Maybe should have gone back in lane, but Bologna's gonna get the right camps, the right harps, which is extremely good. If you're a solo laner, you generally want to rotate for those mid harps because they give about the same as a wave of minions.
Right. And if you can clear your wave and run over and do it, if you're, you got your enemy shoved under the tower, that's extremely beneficial for you to be able to do. And we saw Turnip get both camps there and died. We took 2 deaths, but traded a 2 for 1 and got both mid camps. Their XP gold lead is still rising right now, almost hitting 3,000, and their gold is almost 2,000. So they're still on the rise right now, doing a very good job at keeping up that farm and keeping that aggression that's really needed from them right now, especially because they want to keep Rogue down as much as possible. They have a lot of late game carries with the Kronos and the Shibalank, excuse me, and they'll be able to really do a lot of damage, but it's going to take a little bit for them to get to that point, and the longer they can keep them down and the more pressure they can keep on them, the better.
K-Stab is not going to get rooted in the mid. Just, a lot of pressure coming out from Turnip. That's what Bakasura can bring to the table. Ruby is 3-0 and 0. This Bakasura is snowballing, but I think this Bakasura Ruby should play even more aggressively, even though he's been playing a lot really aggressively. But he should be playing aggressively with his team, which means that he needs Old Main.
He was late to that last fight, so he just had to kind of try and clean up a fight, and he got 1 kill out of it for sure. But if they can coordinate a little bit better, and he can get up to those fights, and
I Feed Pigs might be dead here. I Feed Pigs is forced to use the Loki ultimate just to get away from this Bologna, and Keep the Rice is relentless. He wants to chase, but he can't chase an invisible target, something you can't see, unfortunately. But that's okay, because Keep the Rice is still ahead. He's up 2 levels on this Loki. And Shibalaki Ultra is going to come out mid. Is in a lot of trouble. Is Turnip eSports. They were looking pretty good until they threw away their lead. In this mid lane exchange, trying to dive X-Back. You don't want to commit too hard to a support, and while they lost 2 of their members, and they are, or they might lose a Gold Fury, Trueblade is going to be the one that we have to keep our eyes on, because he's going to be the one that can prevent this from happening. He can output a lot of damage, especially if Mirza's not careful. And look at this!
My
that
God!
Is the power of Medusa right here. Even though Rogue gets a Gold Fury, they're gonna lose a lot for this. They're gonna lose the X-Balk, they're gonna lose K-Stab, and they're probably gonna lose Hazard Ice, so that's a 4 Gold Fury.
Wow.
Okay, I take that trade any day, dude.
Yes, definitely.
Any day.
Definitely a very good trade on their part. Holy crap. They are gonna lose out a lot of stuff. And right now we see the attack speed come out as well, because attack speed is, I'm so appalled right now. I'm watching Turnip just take down that left tower, and they're going to take down that attack speed on Rogue Esports side as well, negating them even more farm, taking their tower, freeing up some of the map. This is really starting to go nicely for Turnip. They're almost 5k up in XP, and only 2k gold up now because of that Gold Fury loss. But still, gold is not going to matter as much as the XP, in my opinion. And we're seeing that. Look at those levels. They're starting to really pull ahead in that
Ome
damage.
might be some trouble in the mid. Ome is going to get collapsed onto. K-Stab going to jump in aggressively. Combat Ultimate going to come out. Fearolio pushing Ome away. Ome is in so deep right now. Pokemon is going to get I'm a monster on a K-Stab, but that's not going to do nearly enough damage to secure the kill. Kronos is going to chase him down. Yamirza is relentless. Yamirza is not going to chase any further. Maybe a smart play. You don't want to dive Bakasura, who's just coming in to help.
No.
Ruby, but Ruby might actually want to dive Rogue, but that would be pretty throwy if he falls, so he's just going to settle for a speed buff in the right jump.
Yeah, it was a 3v1 under a tower. Good call on him to not go for that. If he would have, I would have had to get the punching bag out and be like, why? Because that would have been silly as hell. But not totally out of the realm for a Ruby move. And we've seen Ruby do some funny things sometimes.
Yeah, we have. And while Ruby hasn't really been doing anything funny, he's 5-0-0, not getting the assists, but he's getting the kills, and that's what matters. This Bakasura is going to town on people, and his ultimate is up. I expect to see a gank onto maybe even Hazard Ice. We haven't seen any aggression in the left lane from really anybody.
Well, because True's been pinning it down pretty hard. True and Omane have been doing such a good job at keeping them pushed on their tower and negating them farm that Ruby hasn't been able to really gank over there because he'd have to dive a tower to do it. He could still do that, obviously, but I'm interested to see what he goes with his ult next, because he has a lot of minions on it in it right now. And it's stacked up, and it's probably going to be used right about now.
Yeah, it is. In the right lane, in the right jungle, there's going to be an engagement, and maybe
that's what I'm expecting Ruby to get to that fight, I thought.
Well, Ruby is gonna use his Regurgitate right now. Yamirza is gonna live. Ruby actually died here. K-Stab is gonna get the kill, and K-Stab is gonna get intoxicated right now. Puckum missing the crush. Puckum is gonna miss the I'm a Monster. Puckum fucked up in his engagement. But Puckum is still alive somehow. Loki gets the kill onto Ivy. K-Stab gonna get the kill onto Puckum. And Keeping the Rice is in some trouble right now. Keeping the Rice, can he live? Yamirza needs to land his one, which doesn't look that likely right now, considering how far away Keeping the Rice is. And Yamirza is going to keep chasing, but someone has to back. Someone needs to defend that left tower against this Medusa. And True Blade is doing a lot of damage to it. And, well, Hazard Ice needs to be so careful here. Hazard Ice might go down. Hazard Ice is going to go down. You see the power of Medusa? That is what happens as a Medusa. Or if you're playing against a Medusa, is that you're gonna lose the lane because Spit Acid is absolutely bonkers. You're gonna lose your tower. You're gonna turn around any gank because your ultimate gives you free damage and also a stun, or a slow if the guy doesn't turn. And you just do a lot of damage in general. So Medusa, a pretty balanced character and also really mobile.
I'm a snake.
Snakes.
Snakes.
Slithering
I hate snakes so much. And Medusa is not exempt from that by any means. Very, very True was just doing a great job with Medusa, and maybe should have banned Medusa out at Rogue Esports. You know, one of the top bans right now for obvious reasons, I guess. And choosing to go with some little more unorthodox characters like, you know, Kronos. Not a lot of people play Kronos anymore, and there's reasons for that.
Collapsed onto right here. Kronos is making a rotation. Trueblade is slithering away. Can he get to there? Can he get out of there before the Kronos comes in?
Ooh.
Oh, Trueblade is walking into the wrong place. But you know what? His team's coming in, and his team is here to help. Bacchus is going to be here. Oh, main with the peel, perhaps. Maybe not so much. Puckham needs to be careful here. He's in the front. He doesn't want to be in the front. He's only level 12. So if Trueblade can get back to full health, this fight is going to go sour real quick for Rogue. But Trueblade is going to take the Humbats to the face and iFeed Pig's going to get the kill onto Ruby. Ruby just playing way too aggressively there. Keeper of the Rice is also there, but he's getting collapsed onto by 4 players, and he's running the wrong way. Goldfear going to get started up by Rogue Esports. Loki is tanking this thing. Trueblade is half health. Look at this. Keeper of the Rice going balls. He doesn't even care. Gets the kill on the Hazardize, but gets traded away immediately. iFeed Pigs gets the kill. That is a really nice crush coming out from Puckham, and Puckham is unfortunately not going to be able to get the kill onto K-Staff, but he gets the kill, or he forces them out, which can be good enough, especially if they get the kill onto X-Valve. X-Valve is going to die. Stone's going to come out. Yamirza is dead.
Oh no!
That is huge.
They took out Yamirza before he could finish his ult. This is a free gold free for Turnip Esports. Let's take a look at that chart right now. 8k XP up, and about to be over 5,000 gold up. And there it is, 5,100 gold up right now. This is a pretty big lead for Turnip. I want to see them abusing it a little bit more than they even have been. They've been doing a good job, but let's really start to see them pour it on now. 5-man group if they have to, you know, just push it. Let's push and get rid of that mid tower, get a good fight, maybe even, you know, get 2 or 3 kills there, and then go Fire Giant. I just want to see a lot more aggression now, because they've been doing good at get good picks and then nice counter aggression and getting some kills, and because of that, and Gold Fury out of that as well. But I really like to see Turnip start these fights now. Mainly just get rid of K-Stav's ult, get out of that, get him out of the way, and then no one's really online to fight him because of it.
You are absolutely right, and Turnip's only up 3 kills. I mean 4 kills. Do you believe that?
It doesn't feel like it. Though with that lead, the 10k XP lead, it really doesn't feel like they're only up that many kills.
And that just goes to show how good playing and farming is. I mean, if you push people out of lane, or if you force people out of lane, then you're still doing a good job preventing them from
right. You might not kill them, but that doesn't matter. You might as well be killing them.
Keeper of the Rice is in some trouble. Keeper of the Rice is going to get collapsed onto, but he's going to get the low key before he trades himself out to Yamirza. So that's a 1-for-1, but I think that favors Turnip Esports because Rogue's positioning is kind of off right now.
Well, they had to give up a tower for it. And look at Ruby in the left lane, just farming up a little bit as well. Maybe wanting to... I'm not sure what he's doing, to split push to maybe take that Phoenix down. He wants to push it up while the rest of his team pushes up mid lane.
Oh yeah, and Ruby, he should probably help his team by now, but there's going to be a team fight right now. Trueblade is going to get focused by many people, but Puckham is doing a really good job slowing them and dishing out the damage. Trueblade is going to live. Puckham is going to land his I'm a Monster onto the Sobek, but Puckham might die here. Puckham is going to die using it to kill. Backline is Ruby on the Bakasura, and Bakasura is, well, he's going to collapse onto Yamirza right now. Look at this.
Yamirza can dump out quite a bit of damage.
Look at this. Yes, he can, and well, Regurgitate, really nice use of it, but Yamirza is going to juke Ruby around the Fire Giant pit. Oh, he's going to come! Oh, the feed my... Oh, high feed pigs missing! That crucial ultimate could have ended the life of Omei, but more importantly, saved his teammate there. Unfortunately, he didn't really get
Yeah, Mirza had a really nice kill there in mid lane, and Kronos is going to start to really, really hurt now, sitting around that time. But now his Doom Orb stacks got halved once again. That's going to hurt his damage quite a bit. Almost time to sell it, honestly, especially as he's going into his third item. He could sell it and get, you know, a nice chunk of gold towards his third item, maybe finish it off, or his fourth item, which would be his third item again. But some aggression in the right lane right now. K-Stav just, nice ultimate by him, but not quite enough to do it, because we see beads popped there by Ruby as well, who just wants to go home, but Sovek won't let him.
No, he won't. Keep the Rice also wants to go home. Puckham's gonna rotate in. He's level 15. He's on the same level as the Kronos. He's pretty even with him. In fact, their score is basically the same, except the Kronos has more assists. In the meantime, Hazard Ice is gonna get a kill. I think Pig's getting a kill on the Puckham. Keeping the Rice might be next, but Keeping the Rice gets a kill on the K-Stab before that even happens. Oh, Loki Ultimate's gonna come in. Did that burst get blocked?
What?
It got blocked!
That was a good fight.
What?
Yeah, you know why? Because Keeping the Rice used his 1, which procs a block, which gives him a block. And then,
my god.
And then he gets ulted by Ivy Pigs. And then he blocks the burst coming in, and Ivy Pigs didn't anticipate that, which is why he backed off. Oh, the plays.
Oh my god.
Right there.
Nice job by Mirza, though, seeing an opportunity in there to take down mid tower in the, or tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Able just to pick that up, giving Rogue a little bit of positioning there. They've taken out 2 towers at least, so the towers are pretty even here, as we see Turnip has just 1 more tower than Rogue. So I really would like to see Turnip start to get going here and really start to push these towers down a little bit more. That right lane needs to go fast. Luckily, we saw Trueblade take down the tier 1 and tier 2 in the left lane earlier, so that gives him a little room for him to keep kind of moving out, though.
Yeah, you are right, and Fire Giant might get aggressed onto, but Gold Fury is the one that is getting aggressed onto right now by Rogue eSports, but Turnip eSports knows that this is happening. They can perhaps go for Fire Giant off this, but not to. They perhaps want to fight, but Rogue actually is the one that wants to fight. This is going to be big. Turnip eSports gets the Gold Fury. X-Falc is taking a lot of damage, but every ultimate in this game is coming out. That Alma Monster doesn't do quite enough. It did a lot, but oh man, this is the first player to fall. And Keeping the Rice getting a kill onto K-Stab, as well as Hazard Ice and Trueblade gonna finish that team fight off with a kill onto I Feed Pigs. So this is looking really, really bad.
Look at Ruby in the right lane. He's looking to take out this tower, as well as we see maybe we see Puckham and Trueblade looking to push up the left lane at the same time.
Yeah, and they can actually get a Phoenix here, because if you look at it, K-Stab is down for 15 seconds, Ivy Pig's down for 25 seconds, and Hazard Ice is down for 17, so who's there to defend? Kronos? You can dive a Kronos, he's level 16, you have a Medusa who's 4, 1, and 6, level 20. Almost full Heartseeker stacks. This Phoenix is dead, and Mirza needs to be really careful. So does X-Falc, but so does if Trueblade gets hit way too much, that Kronos is still doing a lot of damage, despite the fact that he is down 4 levels on Trueblade. Puckham might be in some trouble here. K-Stab gonna come in, Fearless gonna come out, and Puckham is
teleport.
Keeping the Rice might be in some trouble. Keeping the Rice is going to fight this, knowing that he is dead. He gets a kill on the K-Stab, and Turnip is turning this around. Ruby gets a kill onto X-Falc, but Ivy Big's gonna kill off Trueblade. Yamirza is in some trouble. If he can juke this, that'd be
doing a good
awesome.
job of juking, though.
Old Maid is going to be here trying to heal for his teammate. Ruby is doing so much damage. Look at Hazard Ice. Hazard Ice does not die, but
Ivy Pigs takes out Ruby. Yeah,
yes.
Ivy Pigs, great job there picking him off. I'm really impressed with Yamirza. He was juking around, got a nice slow, and he's just so fast right now. When he does that accelerate, Kronos is so hard to pin down, and you just saw him just keep running away from Ruby as fast as possible. A little bit of a misplay there by Turnip. Got pretty aggressive, but wasn't able to finish it off. But still not too bad, because they are taking all. There's only 1 tower left on Rogue eSports side, and this game could very well end under the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, and whew, this This game's been pretty. I don't want to say lopsided because Rogue's been making a really good comeback. In fact, Rogue's playing extremely well this game. I mean, Yamirza with the hot jukes, Hazard Ice also with the jukes, and K-Stab with the initiates and the kills. Doing really well. Look at Yamirza. He's just gonna aggress onto old main in the mid. Fire Giant, perhaps getting looked onto by Turnip eSports.
Yeah, possibly soon. I mean, they could force a fight pretty well under Fire Giant if they wanted to, but I really think that Rogue could bring the fight back to him, just like right now. K-Stab has a great ult there. Just not enough follow-up.
No follow-up, you are right.
I mean, I get why he ulted. There was a great ult. He had it on 3 or 4 people on Turnip. They just didn't have anybody else there, unfortunately, and he was trying his best to just keep him off. That might have been more of a defensive ult than an offensive ult, though.
Yeah. Fire Giant's gonna get started up, but this is a bait. They're just gonna fight here, possibly. Old is gonna jump in. That is a really nice initiate. Your music gets blown up instantly. Well timed by them. Puckham getting a kill on the K-Stab, and True Blade is going ham. But Ruby
Puckham just landed 2 of his ults. That was very nice job on his part as well.
Still not enough to redeem himself for the Kraken needing this one. Oh man, is gonna get killed into X-Bow, trying to take him down. Hazard Ice is doing a lot of damage right now. Hazard Ice plays so well in these engagements, and Hazard Ice, if he can steal this, he's not gonna be able to steal this. But
he's trying, but he might be able to take down Omei at the same time, though. He could. Oh, Ruby only got that kill because Puckham's crush. He would have been dead. I think Hazard Ice would have had him dead to rights if Puckham hadn't landed that crush underneath him and just Ruby finished him off.
Yeah.
Whew.
But, man, that... I really think that Hazard Ice should have got... I feel like Hazard Ice had a really nice position there, but he just got unlucky.
Yeah, Rogue is doing a decent job of trying to defend under this. I mean, they're down 17, almost 18k XP. They're doing a decent job of defending when they're down that far. It's just, it's almost impossible, honestly, I mean, to do anything because if Turnip lands any abilities on you guys, onto Rogue, they're dead. You know, it just hurts way too much. But we're seeing Hazard Ice really come online now, and Yamirza as well. So Turnip has to not be too YOLO-ish. You know, they have to be start to be a little more careful about not getting picked off or not sticking with the group, because Yamirza will be able to destroy him really fast. Like if he finds Puckham in the jungle, he'll be able to turn him down pretty fast, because I think Kronos 1v1 against Scylla is in favor of Kronos for sure.
But thing is, Scylla can get that 1v1 if you burst him, but it's going to be hard to burst him, because if he gets rooted and he sees you go into I'm a Monster, what he's going to do is just use his ultimate, right? So you're going to have to be really quick if you're a Scylla player to burst him, and also you need enough damage, so you have to be ahead of him to be able to destroy him.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Look at this right lane, though. Ruby and Keeper of the Rice pushing this Phoenix, split pushing. K-Staff trying to be aggressive, and look at this, Old Main preventing them from backing. This is really smart play. Only the X-Falcon's gonna back. Old Main gonna go on to Yamirza. This Spirit is gonna break out loose. True Blade is in the back. That Medusa ultimate didn't really do too much, but K-Stab is taking a lot of damage just through the auto attacks alone. Yamirza is gonna be forced to ultimate after seeing the belly flop, and Yamirza is gonna be in a 1v1 duel against True Blade. True Blade is gonna get the better of them. Puckham getting the kill on the K-Stab. Ruby is not really doing anything right now, which is kind of expected for Bakasura. 27 minutes into the game. He's 9-3, so he played really well. Hazard is going to get taken down by Keeper of the Rice, and this game looks pretty much over. This is a solo.
Loki just getting demolished there. We're seeing, man, Keeper of the Rice wants to chase him down, but decides, I better have better uses. Better use that taking down this Phoenix and then the Titan. I think this is going to be the game in favor. Turnip eSports going to win their first Turnip eSports Friday Night Smite in a long time.
Oh yeah, and congratulations to Turnip eSports, but also congratulations to Rogue putting up an amazing show.